Dragons captain Cameron McInnes. Cameron, thank you so much for joining us. Now, we thought you were going to miss a whole heap of football. As it turns out, you're not going to miss that much. Now, you did your medial ligament in the nines. How's rehab in isolation treating you?
Believe it or not, I was actually meant to come back on the Thursday night against Canberra. So, yeah, I trained Monday and got through the session, and I was that excited, and then got the news that night. So, yeah, I'm out of rehab, but yeah, just waiting to play. So, yeah.
Pretty exciting period, obviously, for the Dragons, given the season that you had last year and where it finished. But their performances at the Nines must have given you hope that the season ahead was going to be a good one. Not the result you're after in the opening two games, but certainly plenty of positives in amongst that.
Yeah, definitely. With the Nines, you sort of got to take it with a grain of salt, the way the footy's played. But I was really happy with our, our attitude towards it, and guys working really hard. And, that's what we've got to do coming off the back of last year. I thought the first two games, particularly against the Tigers, we just, made it way too hard on ourselves. But the fact that the boys were in the game shows how hard they're willing to work. And then against Penrith, when you're up by 10 points with 10 to go, you've got to win them. So, a bit disappointing, but, we were really excited about what's to come. So hopefully we can get back out there.
When I think of a dummy half position, Cameron, you rely so much on your forward pack. And you've been at the Dragons for a number of years now, and we've seen you wear your heart on your sleeve, none more so than that charge down last year against your former club, South Sydney, and the passion that you play with. But talk to us about the loss of someone like Tyson Frizell, and if this situation continues, you may have played your last game with James Graham. Now, all of a sudden, that forward pack that you rely on so heavily as a dummy half looks a little different.
Yeah, mate, it's massive losing Frizz. Obviously, how he plays on the field, and he's one of the best forwards in the game. But he's just such a great person. Quiet, humble, works hard, and has everyone's back. So I'm just as sad to lose him on the field as off. And then with Jam, obviously, you spent so much time with him. You know how great of a person and player he is. So yeah, it will be a big challenge. You can't replace those two, but we've got a couple of young good forwards coming through. I think Josh Kerr and Blake Laurie started the season really well. So there's those two, and Tyrell Famuina has come over from Penrith last year. He's been playing back row, but I wouldn't mind seeing him in the middle as well. So there's some good young depth there. So I think we'll be okay.
Just back on Tyson Frizell, obviously joining the Knights. Did it hurt the playing group to hear that he wanted out, and basically because he wanted success?
No, it didn't hurt any of us in that we just respect him so much, as a person, and he explained to us his reasons for it, and as much as we'd love him to stay, you got to respect that, and he's been a great servant to the club, and in previous years he hasn't had as much success, and you can understand a guy wanted to, especially the last few years of his footy career, go looking for that, but he'll miss out on what we have coming forward. But that's his decision, and we respect that. And you play the game long enough, you have guys come and go. So unfortunately, this is another one, but we'll be okay.
So then, who do the Dragons want? Who are the Dragons going to chase? If you had your pick of the entire NRL, who would you want to recruit to the Red V?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because I'm not too sure how clubs are going to, go after players at the moment in terms of what they can offer them and things like that. It'll be interesting. But there's plenty of great forwards out there. But yeah, I don't know. So
Fifita would look all right. David Fifita would look all right in the Red V.
He would.
Cameron, obviously the big thing there going forward is the salary cap and how that looks. So that's going to affect what clubs can offer players. But have you guys had a chance to think about what that might look like next year? There's talk it could be up to a 40% reduction in salary cap for 2021.
Yeah, obviously nothing's set in stone. I know the NRL and RLPA is still going through that at the moment, but you'd think, with the loss of finance that's going to happen, it'll carry over to next year, and I'm sure there's going to be some huge changes, but at the end of the day, we still get to play footy for a living, so it's not that bad, but we'll be okay. But I think the biggest thing is going to be, with so many guys off contract. I know at the Dragons there's a fair few, and it must be such a nervous time for a lot of them because, you want to get yourself sorted for next year, particularly, coming up to halfway through the year. But I'm not sure what clubs are going to be able to say to guys and, how do you say, how much we're going to give you or how long it'll be and things like that. So, I'm very fortunate to still be under contract for next year, but I know some guys are probably a bit nervous at the moment.
Cam, just listening to one of your comments there before, which I find great. I love that in a player where you say, that Frizell's going to miss out what you guys, are looking forward to in terms of the future. Tell me what you worked on over the summer with the Dragons and what influence Flanagan and also James Shepherd have had in their short period of being at the club.
Yeah, I think, the pre-season, as all teams are, about, training hard and getting all that sort of work in. But it was just a big emphasis on culture and what our identity as a team want to be. And, yourself playing under Flano, his mentality that he's brought to the team's been great. I think our, Penrith wasn't too great, but our goal line defence has been a lot better to open the season. And, there was a comment he made. It was something along the lines of, I couldn't give a stuff what we do with the ball. All I care about is defence. And, that resonates with me. So to have someone like that, I love that. And that's sort of what we've been working on a lot in pre-season is, goal line defence and turning teams away because you're going to drop the ball some games, give away penalties. But I think last year we just folded too many times when those things happen.
Yeah.
So, it's like the more you can turn teams away, you get that confidence and off you go. So that was probably a big focus.
Cam, last one. Are you happy to relocate this premiership onto an island? You ready to pack your bags and get this premiership back in business?
Yeah, 100%. It's hard at the moment for everybody in society, and you turn on the news and the TV, and it's just it's negativity, which you can expect. People want to know what's going on, things like that. But I think it'd be great for a lot of fans and people to have that escape, get to watch us play on the weekends and sort of forget about all the mayhem going on. So I'm down for whatever it takes to get back on the field. And I think obviously the game needs it. A lot of that's been written about, but I think society in general needs something positive at the moment. So I think we could probably do that for a lot of people.
Well, it sounds like the dogs are onto your Cam. We might let you go. Cameron McInnes, take care of that knee, and hopefully we'll see you in action at some point this year.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me. Stay safe.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cameron McInnes there, Dragons captain.